This is the plaintiff, Kenneth Temprano. He says he's suing the defendant and his no-good wife for stiffing him on rent due and for stealing his belongings when they took off and moved out. The defendants totally cleaned him out, not only helping themselves to his jewelry, but also snatching his cappuccino maker. Jeez, some people. He's suing for $5,000 for back rent, stolen goods, and loose change. This is the defendant, Ronnie. He says there was never any agreement regarding paying any sort of rent. In fact, he was supposed to buy food for the house, keep the pool clean along with the house, cook meals, do laundry, and chores. The thing about him stealing, that's completely made up. He doesn't even drink cappuccino. Who'd steal a cappuccino machine when he doesn't even drink the stuff? He's accused of being a bad housemate.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Kenneth Temprano, you are suing Ronnie and Donna. You've asked us not to use your last names, and we'll respect that. Former friends of yours who lived in your home, who, according to you, stole items from your home and owe you back rent to the tune of $5 grand. What's going on?
I met the defendant on one of my websites that I run. He sent me a message. He saw a bunch of photos of celebrities I was working with. I work for a couple of radio stations in New York City.
What do you do?
I'm a promoter, and we book artists for events and everything.
Okay.
And he saw all the celebrities and everything I was with, and invited him over to my house. I just bought the house.
Why would you invite some stranger that you met on the web because he's?
Well, he lived a couple of towns over, and he's like, "Oh, you seem like a great guy. I got to get to know you. Can I go to the shows with you?" So I invited him over to the house.
Why would you let somebody? Why would a promoter let somebody do that?
Yeah, I'm a nice guy, I guess. I mean, we started talking, we started hanging out. I invited him to the house. I'm like, "Yeah, I just bought the house. I need a plumber. You know what I mean?" He goes, "Oh, I'm a plumber." He goes, "Forget about it. I'll do the plumbing in your house." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Great, okay." So I started talking, "Yeah, and you're an electrician too." He goes, "Oh, I'm an electrician too. Forget about it. I'll help you out." I'm like, "Great. This guy's a heaven sent. Everything rolled up into one." And I'm like, "How am I going to repay you?" He's like, "Oh, just take me to all the events. I want to meet all the people that you're meeting." So he started coming out with me, meeting, K7, Lisa, Lady Gaga, Pussycat Dolls. Every day he'd come home, thank me. "Oh, you got me out of my house. Thanks a lot. I owe you. You're my brother." So months go by. My wife and I, I was out of work. We were fighting. My wife left me. I was kind of like down and out. I'm like, "Ronnie, listen, my house is kind of big. Do you and your wife mind moving in?" He goes, "Oh, Ken, great idea."
Do you mind moving in?
Well, let's share out the mortgage and everything.
There's something you never hear every day.
I thought I knew.
There's something you don't hear every day. Do you guys mind moving in? No, that's all right. Yeah. Okay.
I trusted the guy so much. I used to leave the house.
Why would they move in?
Because I was alone in my house. I was lonely. And, the house was kind of big. I figured, help me out the mortgage. And he agreed. So,
Did you forget to have kids? Do you have children?
No.
Go on.
I got chihuahuas.
Okay.
And my wife took one, by the way.
And your wife took the chihuahua?
One of them.
Just no. Okay.
No,
so go on.
So anyway, the first month everything was okay. He was like, "Oh, great, my wife will cook food for you and everything." She just she just scammed disability, so she's getting lots of money in. "I'll pay you every month. I'll feed you." I lost like 40 pounds since my wife left, so she started feeding me. I was happy, I was content. As long as I was eating, I was coming to work. He lost his job about 2 weeks later. He didn't tell me why, all right? So I found out later on that from his boss, he was dealing drugs from the side of his junkyard. So, what was I up to?
So you didn't know him very well, did you?
I thought I did. I used to leave the guy alone in my house all the time. And I'd go out, I'd go shopping.
According to you, he's dealing drugs on the job. How well could you possibly know him before you invited him to live with you?
I didn't know. Okay. According to him, the drugs were under his wife's name because she had a fake disability.
Drugs aren't under anybody's name. What do you mean? Are you talking about prescription drugs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Vicodin and Percocets.
Okay.
And he was doing that from outside the junkyard, which were under his wife's prescription. And his wife wasn't taking them. He was. He used to pop pills in front of me all the time. "Oh, I got a heart condition, Ken. I got a heart condition." All right, whatever. Who am I to, you know what I mean? So,
Who am I to what? You're letting the guy in your house. You don't think you have a right to judge him? You're the guy who should be judging him before you let him in your house.
True, but he was...
So he moves into your house, and according to you, the agreement is he's going to pay how much in rent?
$1,500 a month.
Okay, and did you get that in writing?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can I see that?
Yes.
And so he pays rent then, and then what happens?
He pays at the end of the month. He paid at the end of the month.
At the end of the month?
Yes.
Okay, that was July
rent. He gave me $1,500 cash. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, bam, 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 bam. That was it. Gave me $1,500 cash.
Okay.
I'm like,
so
right.
then you were expecting rent when?
end of next month.
The end of the next month,
Okay.
which would be August. And
Yeah.
so did you get rent then?
No, because the night before, I think it was on the 26th, I got home around 7:30. I pull up to my driveway, I see a hand truck sitting out front. I'm like, that's not a good sign. So I walk inside, it's all quiet, my dogs are in there. I go to his room, cleaned out. And I pull the attic down because he had boxes stashed up there too, gone. I'm like, good riddance. He owes me, a month's worth of rent, but, he's out of my hair now. I don't have to hear the noise anymore. I don't have to worry about his wife eating my food, whatever. So the next morning, I get a voicemail from him. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something to the tune that I owed him money and I'm never getting something back. I'm never getting.
Did you keep the voicemail?
No, but I got something better. Hold on, Your Honor. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. So anyway, I go looking for my belongings. I open up my drawer, my sock drawer, my underwear drawer, and this is where my jewelry boxes are. I open up, 90% of my jewelry's gone. My father's rings, an Italy boot with my name engraved on it.
A what?
Italy boot, the boot of Italy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm half Italian, half Argentinian. So an 18-karat cross that I got from my mother, God rest her soul. Hold on. So, and what else? I had another ring, an onyx ring with black. It was half black and had a couple of diamonds in the middle, gold on the other side. And a 14-karat gold chain that my mother bought me in 1988.
And a cappuccino maker.
Cappuccino maker also, which I noticed when I got home, he left his coffee machine there. And I'm like, why would he leave his coffee machine there? That's his favorite thing on earth. I'm like, he always talked about it. So when I started digging the next day, I opened up the bottom of my cabinet in my kitchen, my cappuccino machine's gone.
Okay.
I'm like, son of a,
All right, so at that point, did you call the police?
Yeah, right away,
All right,
right
and
away.
you made a report.
Police came, they
And
took
what
a
ended up
report.
happening with that? Because that was over a year ago. The case is a year old.
They're still on the case, believe it or not.
But what's going on? What's going on with that?
He's still, Nassau Police, I don't know why, they're just sitting. I called the detective yesterday, he's on personal leave for the next few days.
Did they come up with any evidence?
They called him, like, the day I went down to the detective's office, the precinct, they called him up right away. He wouldn't answer his own phone. We had to call Donna's phone, okay? He picked up the phone, and he goes, that was my wife's jewelry that I hocked. It wasn't his. But,
It's my wife's jewelry that I hawked, not his.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on?
Hi, Your Honor. First of all, just to clarify a couple things, we did live with Mr. Temprano. Over the couple of years that I've known Kenny, did quite a bit of work at his house. So the agreement was...
Why were you doing that?
Like he had said, we had met on the internet and, kind of got enticed a little because we grew up in that era with the freestyle music.
Freestyle 80s music?
Yes.
So the internet site was about 80s music?
Otherwise known as Kenny Guido. That's his promotion name.
Okay.
So it was kind of interesting. I Cynthia, Judy Torres, TKA. I mean, they were my idols coming up. So I have a chance to meet them in person, hang out backstage, at Webster Hall or Rebel, a couple different clubs, Madison Square Garden. The idea was great. So he said, well, come to one show, boom. We were on the same train line on the South Shore of Long Island.
So when did you decide to move into his house and why?
He approached me. He was alone in a big house in Massapequa. He needed somebody to help clean, cook.
How long was your plan to be there?
Not long at all, maybe a month to 2 months at the most.
Did you tell him that?
Yes, he was well aware of that.
Did you agree to pay $1,500 a month?
Negative.
He's got a document that he claims you signed.
Can I take a look at that?
Absolutely.
Your Honor?
Because I have my valid signature on me now that I can... I'll show you my valid, on my driver's license signature. That's nothing. That's something that somebody else signed. Definitely not, Your Honor. New York State driver's license with my valid signature.
Pull out everything in your wallet that has a signature.
And I'll sign my bank card right there, my signature, 3 items right there. And I'll sign for you right now.
Nah, that's never
Okay,
helpful.
that
The sign-
definitely
the
is
sign
not-
for me right now
that-
part I
that's
never
not my
look at.
signature, Your Honor.
I would, however,
That's
like...
not even close to my signature.
Oh, my gosh. Is there an off button on you?
Yes.
Okay, press it right now. I would, however, like the court papers that he signed, okay? I can tell you that that signature does not look like the signature on the 3 IDs.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Why?
He's a con artist.
Okay. All right, so you move in. According to you, what are you supposed to pay in rent?
We were to pay the electric bill, the cable bill, and put food in the house, which we did. And he was going to handle the mortgage. That was the agreement.
Okay,
To
go on.
alleviate some of the problems financially for him, we covered.
Did you pay the electric
Yes,
bill and the
yes,
cable bill?
absolutely
Did he pay
correct.
the
No,
electric
Your
bill
Honor,
and
I
the
got the
cable bill?
bill.
Do you have proof of paying the
I
electric
don't
bill
have
and
the
the cable
statements
bill?
on my last local bills, no. I did not bring those.
If you paid them, why wouldn't you have a canceled check? This was a year ago.
I can't honestly answer that.
Wow.
I didn't
bet you
think I
can't.
was gonna be
All right,
coming to the
now-
people's court.
So now we have him accusing you of stealing stuff.
Right.
By the way, did you ever call him once you noticed the stuff missing, or you
He
just?
disconnected the phone.
Okay. Did you disconnect your phone after you moved out? Why did you move out in the cover of night or cover of day, I guess?
Because
In-
we know Mr. Temprano, we knew there was going to be a confrontation.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you ever move in with somebody after meeting them a short time online?
Absolutely not.
How come?
Well, you have to be insane. You don't know who that person is. You just,
Well, so when do you decide, how do you decide to move in with somebody? Does it have to be somebody you've known for a long time?
Definitely, at least 6 months.
Would you ever meet, if it were 6 months but only online, would you do it?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'd have to know the person. It'd have to be trustworthy, you know?
Face to face is important?
Yes, definitely.
I kind of think so too. Going inside the courtroom.
So now he's accusing you of having stolen his jewelry. According to you, the police do nothing but place a phone call and hang out.
That's all I've heard from Nassau County Police
Okay.
on this whole
And
matter.
What had you just hawked some of your wife's jewelry?
Clarify that. Some broken jewelry that my wife and me, myself, and people in our immediate family have accumulated over the years. And that's what we had, sold to get the money to get out
Can I
of
see
it.
the pawn receipts for
Oh,
that?
I don't have that.
But you know that it was in question because you had to talk to the police about that.
They mentioned, when they called, that I had been pawning stuff. And that's when I
Right.
informed the officer on the phone that everything that was pawned was our property. So,
Okay. Now, according to you, Facebook.
Yes. Okay. A few months ago, somebody messaged me, "Hey, whatever happened to Ronnie? What happened to the deal?" And
What deal?
that I tried getting him arrested. Still the detective every other week is like, "It's still in the works. We still got to get him." So I respond, and all of a sudden he starts responding to me. He goes, "Oh, you're
You
this."
guys are still friends on Facebook?
No, he's able to message me. I
this
didn't
was
block
10
him or
months
anything.
after the
You
fact.
didn't block him on
I blocked him.
Facebook?
Well, it's a good thing that I didn't because he wrote this little message over here. I think you're gonna love this, Your Honor. Open and shut case right here.
What is this exactly? Is it a screenshot? Is it a
Yes, I
photograph?
took a picture right away because every
It's
time
a
he
what?
posted,
A photograph with a camera or a screenshot? What is it?
it's a photograph with a camera. Then I printed it out. I still have it on my phone if you want to look at it.
I'd like to look at it.
Okay. He would send me a message, delete it, send a message, delete it, and I took a picture really quick, and
No,
thank God for
I never
that.
deleted anything, Your Honor. Everything I put on there, I left on there for everybody else in his Facebook account to see as well. He deleted everything I wrote.
Kenny, you scum blank. I'm glad I stole all your gold. That cappuccino machine was a piece of blank. It broke after the second time I used it. I should have taken my coffee machine with me instead of leaving it at your house. You are never going to get your gold and jewelry back, and neither will Diane because I hawked it off, and they melted it down. Good luck trying to get it back. You owe me $20,000 for all the work I did in your house.
Never wrote that, Your Honor. If he can get an IP address where that was written from, that would be great, because that certainly didn't come from my computer.
Did you ever show this to the police?
Oh yeah. I brought him, made a copy and everything. He goes, "Oh, this makes the case a little bit better." I'm like, "All right, well, what's going on then?"
And
He's sitting on it, right? It's all, you know what I mean? I can't force I've been hounding the police to get him already. I admit it's not no Joey Buttafuoco, Amy Fisher case, but
almost. Did you take his cappuccino machine?
No, we don't even drink cappuccino, Your Honor. We don't use it. And he's absolutely right. We did forget our coffee maker at home, and it's not because we took his cappuccino machine. So, correct. But his wife did come on a couple of occasions to take some items from the home, and he had asked us to leave to go to the mall for a couple hours while his wife was in the house. And this was on 2 or 3 occasions. So, she could have very well taken her own
Listen,
jewelry
I
out
don't
of
like
there.
either one of you.
Okay.
I don't. I have uncomfortable feelings all the way through. I have uncomfortable feelings that you might be trying to make the case better than it is. I have uncomfortable feelings about you from Jump Street. And I've just got to tell you, I'm uncomfortable. I think you took a huge risk bringing somebody like this into your house. You have all this evidence about how maybe you should be doing that kind of due diligence before you let somebody move in with you. but it was fun and games and little kid stuff, and so it was fine, and apparently not so much. Apparently, when we are grown-ups, we have to act like grown-ups. I just don't think you've brought me enough proof. I find this a little suspect, and I don't think that you've brought me enough proof, and I find in favor of the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, let's see what the plaintiff has to say coming out. What's your feeling on the outcome of this case?
I'm very
now?
disappointed. It's my mistake. I trusted somebody. I should have known better when he told me his wife was on all these Percocets and Vicodins, and then he got caught dealing drugs outside his job, and he got fired for it.
All right, next time you take somebody in, you'll be more careful. So on this case, are you going to continue to pursue this with the cops? Or are you ready to move on?
I'm still going to pursue it. There's still other court venues I'm going to go after him, and I'm not going to rush till he's done.
All right, okay. All right.
That's your stuff back.
Okay, so come on in here. You come out all right in this case. The judge said she didn't like either of you, though, so how do you feel you came out in this thing?
I'll still watch the show tomorrow. So I feel good about the decision, and I know I did nothing wrong here.
All right, you worried about him continuing to go after you?
If the police were going to arrest me for any wrongdoing, they would have done it a year ago, not a year after the fact. So,
all right. What do you think, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you don't need to actually see somebody commit a theft in order to be able to prove your case. Circumstantial evidence can prove it. The problem here is you need more than a theory, and that's really all the plaintiff had. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.